I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know if my screen is visible. Okay. Am I still audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you. Okay, so first off, I want to say, everyone, you're welcome. This is Smart Edge Consulting Analytics, and this is supposed to help everybody, either you first time learner when it comes to data analysis, or you've been here again and again. It's supposed to help you sharpen your skill and then prepare you for either the promotion you're looking for or the new skill upgrade you want to do, right? So this particular training is powered by Smart Edge Consulting and Analytics. And this is going to, we are going to, as we are kickstarting today, it's going to take us some period of time, as some of us already know from the flyer and from different announcements that have been going out. I just want you to buckle up. It's going to be a great experience. Uh, get your notes, take note as much as possible. Be ready to be a part of this. It's going to be an interactive session. It's going to be practical. So whatever it is that you need to do, just make sure you do such that your mind and your heart is fully engaged in this, because this is going to be really helpful and it's going to be insightful. All right, let's start proper. Yes. I just want to quickly tell us about Smart Edge Consulting Analytics. We're a research, analytics, and technology company, and we're helping businesses and individuals harness the power of data, just to make sure that you don't just hear about data and then you don't know what to do with it. Because data is like oxygen in today's world. Just the way it's difficult for everybody to live and breathe without oxygen, so also it becomes difficult for businesses to become successful without data. So also it becomes difficult for an individual to actually live properly without data, because your phone, your TV, your subscription, everything is data being collected about you. That's to tell you the power of data, and that brings us to the fact that even in your personal life, data is very important and is playing a major role in your doing, right? So for businesses, we want to help them make smarter and data-driven decisions. That's just one of it. Also, we want them to have accelerated growth with very good strategy to achieve that. That is, you're not just doing business based on the stories you are told, but based on data, you can have what is called informed decisions, and that way your strategies can also be an informed strategies, which help you now have accelerated growth. We also help to gain operational efficiency in a way that is more than the usual. That is, you don't just do your business like every other person. You are not wasting resources, and that's where we're coming. So if your business in any way need any of these solutions or need us to come in any of these areas, we're very much available, and that's what we do. All right, for individuals, we help individuals acquire practical and in-demand skills. You're not just reading for the sake of reading. You don't just belong to a community where there is no relevance. But by the time you're done with us, by the time you come in contact with us, something must change about you. And that starts with the skill that you learn from it, that you acquire from it. Career empowerment and advancement, we do that again and again to make sure that you don't just have a career, but for that particular career, you're empowered and your advancement is always on time, such that your promotion doesn't get delayed before you know what is happening. And that is one of the reasons we are here. And I believe that's one of the reasons a lot of people here today are here. So you want to be sure that you're relevant in your career and at the same time, your advancements no longer delays. And lastly, help you unlock new professional opportunities. Either you want to cross from our traditional industry like we know it, from being just a lawyer, from being just a doctor, from being just an engineer, to someone who knows, who wants to move into tech, or who has the necessary skill to actually do better in tech, or who want to pivot in a new field entirely. All of that, be it in data or in any other area of tech, we are very much available, and that's what we do to make sure everybody attain full potential. Our vision is simple: to be a leading force in transforming businesses and lives through data, technology, and innovation. We don't just want to be a part of your life, we don't just want to be a part of your business, but by the reason of the contact you have with us, with the power of data that we have and technology, by engaging innovation, we can be rest assured that your life will be transformed and your business also will be transformed. And so our vision is very simple. We take it as simple as it is, but we back it up with powerful mission to make sure this is achieved. And what is our mission? To provide insight-driven solutions and world-class trainings. That is, we don't just train you like every other person train you. Apart from the practicals that you're going to get, hands-on training and every solution that you are going to be provided by Mine, we're also going to help you bridge the gap between data and decision making. That is, when you're trained there, by the time you return to your work, it won't be the same you who left that work to come for this training, right? So, and you don't just see data as data anymore. You see data as a powerful tool that helps enhance your decision, that helps you make wise decision, help you make informed decision, and at the same time, overall makes you better off than when you first began. Yes, our core services and solutions include market and investment research. So help you look for opportunities, help you manage risk to make sure you don't take decisions based on intuition or impulse, but to make sure every step you take is backed up with data that guarantees a level of results. That is, you don't just walk like a blind man. There is a guide, there is something that helps you make a very much better decision that you would have made without data. So we carry out market and investment research to make sure your money is safe and at the same time save you time and energy. Our services also include data analytics and business intelligence. That is, your data don't just remain your data anymore. By the time we get involved, we transform your data into your raw data into actionable insights, helping you make informed decisions. And it doesn't just end there. We also help with intelligent automation. That is, your processes don't just go like anything goes. It doesn't just go by what just anybody thinks. There is a standard procedure. There is everything is streamlined to make sure that the resources are not wasted, time is not wasted, human resources is not wasted, and at the same time, you are still getting the very results you are supposed to get, even much more, with minimum or little effort. Yes, we're also involved in quality engineering, ensuring robust and reliable solutions. We don't just give you a solution because you need solutions. We give you a solution that keep you going even for a long time, that guarantees you are profitable and you are efficient in whatever it is you do. So you can take that from us, that your engineering will be very high quality. And yes, learning and development, which is a part of what we are doing presently, it's not enough for us to just have all of these activities or these services and solutions going on. It's also very important that we empower our clients, our students, or let me put it this way, next generation of data professionals, so that by the time you get to any establishment, any development, any business, either your own or the one you are employed to work in, you don't just come as every other employer, or any other employee. By the time you're there, you are there to make a difference. And by the reason of data, you can do what most people cannot do, and that makes you stand out. And that's why you're here this evening. All right. Our approach, we believe in holistic strategy. That is, we don't just do what works for now. We do what is also sustainable. And that's why our expertise is combined with education. So I don't just come and find a solution to your problem as though I'm a wizard or a magician. I also empower you with education to make sure that even in our absence, you can also repeat the same process and get the same solution or same results, even much more better. Okay. Consulting and training is one of our unique approach. That is, we don't just advise you, we equip you with the necessary skill to make sure you succeed, even in the long term, either we're there or not. How about storytelling with data? That is, we don't just translate your data and tell you this is what is happening. We give you a compelling narrative that actually drive decisions, right? If you're looking to pitch your business to find a particular solution or some funding that you want to get from board of directors, we help you find a compelling narrative so that by the time you're done pitching or presenting whatever solution you are presenting, all of them are itching to actually take a decision regarding what you've just told them. And that's why we're here. And that's why we're different from others. We tell the story like no other person. So yes, global competitiveness. We are preparing businesses to thrive globally. That is, we are not just doing it locally. We don't just want you to be successful in your environment. We also want you to have a global edge. That is, even though you're operating locally, if you compete with any business anywhere else around the world, you are bound to be successful because we give you global competitive edge. Well, yeah, our different teams and departments that you will find with Smart Edge. We have the business growth. These are the people who make sure everything is on point, all aspects. We have an outlook to clients and investors to make sure everybody is doing well. And these are the part of people that made this possible for you to be here today. So we have that department. We also have data research and insights. This is like the powerhouse where all the work is taking place. Data cleaning, your research, your insights, your solution, your recommendation, everything that you need to take your business from where you are presently to where you want to be. This is where all of that happens. Yes, we have the operations and deliveries. This is the department that help us monitor and make sure deliveries are done on time. So if there's any timeline, if there's any deadline, this particular department makes sure it happens as fast as it should be and on point as it should be, and lastly, as quality as it should be. So when you deal with us, you can be rest assured that your work will not just be handled anyhow. to be handled properly with caution and with premium quality delivered to you. All right, but executive strategy and innovation, this is a department that looks at what are the next things we are supposed to be doing. What's the next strategy? What's the next line of action? What creation, what solution are we supposed to be doing? And this department guarantees that when you come with us and to us, whatever solution you're looking for can be rest assured that it is delivered, it is done, it is considered, properly prepared in such a way that you are not disappointed. In fact, more than you expect. This particular department makes sure that strategies are in place to make sure your delivery is on time and it's of very good quality. All right, and so we have the last but not the least, and that's the department very much in charge of what is happening today, the Learning and Development Department. This is where all forms of development, learning, training is taking place. And you can be rest assured that you are in for a great time due to the great work that these people have put in place for this particular training. How about our NPAT goals? One, we want to bridge the digital skills gap across Africa and eventually around the world. We start locally, but the vision is actually global. And this goal is particular about digital skills to make sure that gap is closed, to make sure everyone is empowered as much as is needed for them to achieve everything they need to achieve. So when someone asks you about technical expertise or skill that you have, it no longer sounds strange to you. But when you have it, when you come across us, when you meet us, either here or in any of our partnerships, you can be rest assured that you're going to be empowered, you're going to gain some skills, and your technological expertise is going to improve. It's going to receive an upgrade. And that's why we are here. All right, so that's one of our NPAT goals. Another one is to make sure we enable data-driven decision-making, and not just for small businesses, but also the big ones. Either you're talking about startups or even your business is still very much at ideation level, or then your business is global already. Still, there is a place where we come in, and that's where we help you make sure that your decisions are data-driven. They are not just based on impulse or emotions. They are entirely data-driven, and make sure that your growth is very fast. We support career growth. Either you're looking to get promoted, you're looking to pivot into a new career, or whichever way it is. Through structured boot camps and continual professional development, you can be rest assured that we'll be there for you and with you. We do corporate trainings, individual trainings, any kind of training that you need around this area that enhance your professional growth, your career growth. Then Smart Edge is the right place to go. You can be rest assured that you are in for a great time. How about the fact that we build community of innovators, either a professional in the data community, or you're looking for somebody to learn with, or you're looking for somebody to create a solution with. We are building such a community that allows that to happen. Your next business partner can be in our community. Your next learning partner can be in our community. And all of these to make sure that by the time you mention us in the world out there, we are making an impact that cannot be denied. And this is a community you want to be, because data journey or technology journey is not the one you want to take alone. You always need a body to take you along, to learn together, to improve together, and to grow together. And this is what this particular community is all about. So if where you belong is only on the bootcamp group, you want to do better and make sure you look for our community and make sure you join. We have a community on WhatsApp. there and is growing every day. So the link to that community will also be shared in the chat box. So do well to join and make sure you have people to learn with. People in that community, they are into Web3, they are into data, they are into web development, all kind of things in the tech space. And you don't want to miss out by standing alone. Join our community and you can be rest assured that you are in for a great time. All right. If this is all we do, why then is there need for this bootcamp? Why the bootcamp in the first place? Well, let's check it together. It's our intentions that you're also empowered with job-ready skill. That is, by the time you are employed, you're applying for a job. You're not just applying with whatever it is you study in school. You have an edge over your competitors. Yes, I'll put it this way, that when you apply for a job, probably you're not the only one. There are a lot of you, but there is something that will make a difference between you and the next person. And that particular one is what we are trying to do. Hence, the very need for this bootcamp, to make sure that you are not just desperate and looking for a job, but that you have a skill that position you properly and very well for the job you're looking for. Well, we're also looking to help you build a robust portfolio. This is like advanced part of what your CV is, because your CV is like you telling people, I'm beautiful, I'm good looking, I can do this, I have this skill. But with portfolio in place, it's like an evidence to a criminal case. When your evidence is there, it becomes difficult to deny. So by the time you are done here, you will know how to build your portfolio. And if you build one for yourself, then it gets you fully ready for the employment you're looking for. And if it's a career you want to change or a solution you want to build, by the time you successfully build your portfolio, you know that you're really ready for something great. And here we don't do nothing short of great. All right. Also, to cultivate professional network, make sure every participant within our community are well trained and at the same time they are properly connected. That is, after this boot camp, you don't just learn and then go, thinking that you're sufficient in yourself, but that you belong to a community, a professional network where you can get updates as to what is happening, what the new development is, what you need to improve on for you to remain relevant in your work. In short, this is just the smart edge that you need over the next person looking to take the same chance you're taking. Okay, so what to expect during this bootcamp as we go on and as it starts today? The duration of this is 4 weeks. It's going to be intensive because every of the meeting days is going to come with something fully packed for you to enjoy, for you to learn, for you to improve, and just become confident of the skill that you are getting. Yes, 3 sessions per week. In total, we're going to have 12 comprehensive sessions like we're having today. All of those things that we have mentioned and that will be mentioned there, we're going to go through all of them together. You're going to have classes, assignments, and all of those things. So as they come, for your own good, make sure you'll be a part of it. Do it with all of your heart. If you have any questions, any clarity you need, just ask and it will be provided. So this is expected to be 3 sessions per week, in total 12 sessions. Well, the basic tools that we'll be checking throughout this period is Excel, Power BI, and Tableau. We take other tools, but they are not in this particular bootcamp. And as a result, this is what we're going to be doing for the next 4 weeks. And as you learn, as you be a part of it, you begin to discover something great, something. If you know it already, your memory is going to be refreshed. If you don't know it already, from start to finish, you're going to be empowered. You're going to know that you gain something new, something empowering. And by the time you are done, you can actually use any of these tools successfully, not just to touch data, but also to generate insight and provide solutions to problems. Yes, the final capstones and presentation to demonstrate your skills. At the end of everything, you are going to do what we call capstone projects, which you're also going to present. If you're able to do that successfully, then you can be rest assured that you almost can face any project after that time. And if after this you still have any problem, you are going to have a community that is going to help you get better and learn faster in that community. All right. At the end of the day, everybody who finishes gets certificate of completion. Yes. And we are not just giving out these certificates as a truth or something to just specify you. We are giving it as a testament of how much you must have learned during this period. So this is a plea from me to you. As much as possible, take your time, learn as much as you can, because if at the end you are found wanting, let me put that English that way, if you are found wanting, you might not get the certificate. I'll tell you, though the certificate is not as important as the skill that you want to learn, but I must tell you that it gives more satisfaction to you, knowing fully well that you started something and you bring it to finish and you do it well, so that you qualify for a certificate. All right. So, to everyone, I want to say welcome again to this boot camp. This is where you get your data edge. After now, you don't just talk like everybody. You don't just talk like everyone on the street. You talk henceforth like somebody who has logic, who reasons, who has grown his thinking capabilities, because this is what is going to empower you with. So you are not just here to learn. You also come to become a part of a community. You have come to become a part of a family. And what we do here is to learn, to grow, and then together we shape the future with data, be it Africa or around the world in its entirety. Thank you, everyone. You are welcome. Okay, so from here now, we'll be moving to the very lecture, yes, the very class of the day, which talks about, okay, let me say it this way. For those of us who followed, how many of us know what our first session is supposed to be about? Somebody speak up. What are we supposed to do first?
I feel like it's introduction to the course.
Okay.
Introduction to the
like the one I just
to
did, or
the
similar to.
I think maybe introduction to either Excel, Power BI, or Tableau.
Okay. Yes. We are starting with introduction to data analysis. Then we move on from there and touch a little of Excel before we wrap it up today. All right. Favor, you have your hands up. Hello, Favor, are you there?
Yes, I want to let you know that some persons are waiting to give the announcement. You should let other people in.
Your Oh, okay. Yes, I think everybody is in already. If anybody,
Can you hear me?
yes, I heard you, and I've allowed everyone in. So if there's anybody who is still out there, just let me know. I'll let
Okay.
them in. All right. Okay, so now we are moving
All
to the course proper. All right, our teacher, over to you. Please make welcome. Susan. Susan, are you there? Susan, are you there? Our teacher is supposed to come on board now.
Yes, I am.
All right, you're welcome. The class is ready for you.
Okay, I'm trying to share my screen.
Right. Are we having some problem there? Okay, so pending the time our teacher will be ready, I want to say to us, if you are here and you have not been added to the Google Classroom, kindly drop a message on the WhatsApp group and let us know. And what message will you drop is basically your email, so that we can add you to the classrooms, and all information will be coming to Google Classroom. There you can see all announcements, all assignments, all materials being shared. And that way you can get along with us very well as we go on. And if you're also here and you have not made your payments, this will be your only and last class you'll be able to attend with us. Okay. So I'll continue the announcement later. Our teacher is ready.
Good evening, everybody. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, you're audible. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Data Edge Data Analysis Camp. Good evening. I hope you are prepared for tonight's class. I promise not to bombard us with a lot, just introduction so we can get familiar with what we're about to get into. But before we start, our new student, please, let's try to introduce each other on the chats. Let's know where we are coming from, what courses we want to take, and then what we currently do. And then we can add our LinkedIn as well, so we can all connect and try to get familiar with one another.
Okay, are we typing? Introduce yourself, say something, let us know where you're calling from, where you're joining from. Please, I believe they'll do that as we go on.
Okay, all right. So today's class we'll be talking about introduction to data analysis and Excel essentials. So before I go ahead, please can we confirm that we have Excel on our laptop currently, so that because along the line we'll have to do some demo.
Yes, I have an Excel on my laptop.
Okay, all right, that's great. Okay, so we'll be currently looking at Excel and Google Sheets. Google Sheets is similar to Excel. So whatever I'm showing you on Excel, we are still going to see it on Google Sheet as well as we go on. So the objective for this class today is we want to know the data analysis foundation and then our journey. So by the end of this class, we should be able to have a clear understanding of what data analysis is all about and why it is crucial for our day-to-day business activity and business environment. So the first objective is we need to know what data analysis is, why it is important for our daily tasks, and then the fundamentals and why it is very, very important for decision making in the modern organization. Then the different types of analytics. So we have the descriptive, we have the prescriptive analysis as well, and how it can be applied to a real life scenario. Then the last objective for this class today is how to navigate Excel or Google Sheets. That's we are going to look at the interface, some ribbons, menus, and some shortcuts to using Excel. So this is our objective for today's class. Then our agenda as well. We are going to have like a hands-on practice as we go on in the class. We're going to look at introduction to program and structures and what to expect, data analytics, the core definition and fundamental concepts, then the business applications, how we can apply data analytics to our business, day-to-day activities, real-world examples, or industry use case. Like I said earlier, Excel basics, the interface, and the ribbons. So these are what we'll be looking at today. So we are starting with data analysis. What is data analysis? Please, can anybody tell me what data analysis? What do they know by data analysis? Let's hear from anyone before we go ahead. From your own understanding, before you join this class, what do you understand by data analysis? Anyone?
So I feel data analysis is using data and facts to solve like real life problems from my own point of view.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Anyone else? I want to hear from a guy now. Somebody, a male now. We already hear a female voice. Let's hear a male voice. Somebody, anybody, just one person before we go ahead. Okay, since nobody wants to talk, we are going to move on. So data analysis. So data analysis is a systematic applications of statistical and logical techniques to describe, illustrate, and condense or recap and evaluate data. So this is what data analysis is about. A statistical application or logical technique to describe or illustrate and also evaluate data, raw data. So the primary goal for data analysis is to transform raw data, either unstructured or structured data, to derive like a strategic business decision or insights to make meaningful decision or business recommendation. So for data analysis, let's look at it like it is a detective work. We are trying to uncover a pattern or what this data is all about. So we are trying to get the relationship, story hidden under numbers, figures, categorical data, structured data, what can be derived from this data, no matter how scattered it can be. There's always story behind data. And then yes, so like I said earlier, every data set has a story to tell, no matter how scattered it looks at first, but there's always a story at the end of data analysis. So, and then we also have what we call communicating clearly on our findings for data analysis. So it is very important. It's not just about you cleaning your data, getting insights, and then making visuals from this data. You have to know how to communicate clearly to your audience, and then you have to understand what your audience wants to get from this data as well. So these are the things we should keep in our minds as we go on the class, or as we go on this data analysis journey. So why does data analysis matter? So firstly, data analysis these days is used to spot trends, opportunities, different type of opportunities, used to discover customers' behavior in the market conditions, how each sector are performing in the business or in the markets, how many revenue is coming into the business per market, how the sales performance or sales team are performing as well. So these are what we can use data analysis to achieve. So we can also use it to improve efficiency and as well increase revenue. That's by the time we spot trends on revenue and sales performance. So we can use it to make decisions to improve revenue and also reduce bottlenecks in business or make data-driven decisions as well. And we also use it to manage risk, fraud detection as well. We can use data analysis for this. Also personalized customer experience. So this aspect is for, let's say, for a customer base or customer centric business as well. So this data analysis part can be used to understand how our customer behave, how to satisfy customers, and then the loyalty rates, and then the so this is why data analysis matter. So for analytics, we have different types of analytics. Like I said earlier, I mentioned predictive and descriptive. We also have what we call diagnostics analytics as well. We have predictive, prescriptive. So for descriptive analysis, this is like a historical analysis. We use it to generate dashboards, reports, summaries, like for example, monthly revenue or how many traffic came into websites. So this is what we call descriptive analytics. So we also have what we call diagnostics analytics. So this can also be called root cause analysis. So this is used to drill down, get correlation analysis, data mining techniques to understand the underlying factors for this root cause. So this is what diagnostics analytics is used for. We also have what we call predictive analysis. So this is used in forecasting, like revenue forecasting, machine learning, trends analysis. So predictive analysis is used to achieve this type of analytics. Prescriptive analysis, this tells us what should we do, like what should be done in, for example, let's say we already have data on sales and we want to make decision based on this data. So prescriptive analysis can be the best for this type of data. Optimization, recommendation engines that suggest or specific actions to achieve desired outcome. So these are the type of analysis that we currently have in the modern days. So we also have what we call analytics lifestyle. That is the David framework. So we have the data collection, decision and action, data cleaning, data analysis, and visualization. So this is what we call David framework. So if you are working on any data, we should always have this at the back of our mind: data connection, data cleaning, data analysis, data visualization, and data decision and action. So for data collection, this is just a way of gathering information to generate a particular data based on what we want to achieve as a business, or Yes, and for after data collection, we also have what we call data cleaning. So this is the next step after data collection. We clean the data. That is, we streamline the data to based on what we want to get or derive from the data collected. We can look for missing value, look for inconsistent fact, remove duplicates, outliers, then sort, filters. So these features are done under data cleaning process. So when your data is clean, you move to the next phase of data analysis. So this is where we use statistical methods like formulas, like if, VLOOKUP, sum if, and so on and so forth to derive patterns and relationship and insight from clean data sets. So then visualization this is the part where we create graphs, create dashboard to give more insight or to give a more comprehensive reports on our findings to stakeholders. Then decisions and action. This is where we give insights to stakeholders based on what our visualization is telling us. We give insights, we give business recommendation to stakeholders. Oh, this is what this data is talking about. This is how we can make things better. These are what we discuss at this stage: decision and action. So these are the framework. Like I said earlier, whenever we are going through any data analytics process, we should always have this framework at the back of our minds. It streamlines the work and then make it easier for analysis. Moving on, like this is type of data. We have some type of data. We have categorical data. We have numerical data. We also have time series as well. So for categorical data, we have gender, we have product category, we have customer satisfaction. Is it poor? Is it fair? This can be used or this can be gotten from, let's say, some kind of survey as well. So this survey can also give us like a categorical data. Then numerical data. This is mostly the kind of data that we get from Excel. Yeah, measurable data that can be expressed as numbers like sales revenue, customer age, or visitors age, website visitors age, or and website section as well. Then we also have time series, data points collected at successful time intervals. So this is what time series mean. Like, for example, monthly sales trend over 2 years, daily website traffic patterns, quarterly financial performance. So these are the kind of types of data that we have. So we also have what we call structured and unstructured data. So for this Excel class, we'll be working on structured data. So for structured data, they are organized in tables, database, spreadsheets with clear rows and columns. That's why I said we are going to be using structured data for our Excel classes. So for unstructured data, we have text, document, image, videos, social media posts, emails. So these are unstructured because they are not organized in tables. So when, for example, this kind of data can be gotten from web scraping and from web scraping. So after web scraping, you have to like drill it down, make it structured the way you want it. So this is for this particular kind of data, structured and unstructured. We are working with structured data for Excel class. So moving on, so we are going to be moving to the basics of Excel. So this is the part where I'll be sharing my Excel sheets. So we are going to start with that. I don't know if you have questions from what I've said before now, before we go into the main Excel sheets. Any question? Do we have questions?
Also, if you are very close to your system, it makes sense that you also open your own Excel. So you check it together as the teacher is explaining and showing us. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah.
Okay, so this is a simple sales data, and this is what we'll be using for the rest of this class tonight. So before we go into the data, let's familiarize ourselves with the interface of Excel. Do we have anyone that's been working on Excel for a while that at least I have an idea of what Excel is or how to navigate on Excel? Anybody? They are not interacting in this class, so what's going on? No one is saying anything.
Are we still here together?
Are we tired?
Yes, I've worked on Excel for quite years, though. The
Okay.
basic things we do on Excel, collating names, doing simple calculations.
Okay, you've not really used it for something so complex.
Though,
Okay, all right. I hope we'll be able to give you that kind of experience here tonight. Yes, so moving on. So I'll be showing you some ribbons. Like I said from our slides, we have ribbon interface, we have formula, we have worksheet tab as well. So I'm going to show you what the ribbon interface looks like now. So this is what we call this ribbon interface. Can you see where my arrow is? Where all this function prompts, this is where we call ribbon interface. These have like all kind of interface, all kind of ribbon formulas that we want or we can find on Excel. This is where we have it. And then we also have what we call,
Sorry, I'm not seeing anything now.
you're not seeing anything.
Like, yes,
Wow.
can't see your screen.
but I can see your screen.
You-
What about now?
I can see from my own end.
Yes, so you may have to check your internet, refresh or rejoin, whichever works for you.
Okay.
Elizabeth, do you get that?
Maybe I will leave and come back.
Okay.
See, maybe it's different. Okay.
All right, so moving on, we have what we call rows and column in Excel. So for Excel, this is what we call row. You can see I highlighted this. These are what we call our rows. These are our rows. We have row 1, row A1, A2, A3. This is row. And this is column in Excel. This is what we call column in Excel as well. Then this is the formula bar. So whatever formulas you are working on, this is where we will see like the overview of the formula bar in Excel. So we also have what we call worksheets. Like this interface you're seeing here, this file is called an Excel file. But we also have what we call Excel sheets. You can see from my screen here, this is sheet 1. Sheet 2, this is like different sheets. So this is called an Excel sheet. Same for Google Sheet as well. You can see this kind of interface as well on Google Sheets. So this is how you create new sheets in Excel. Please, if you have questions before I'm moving on, please, you can always let me know before moving forward so that we all understand what we are talking about. So moving forward, we have these are ribbons for where we can change the font in Excel. Then we also have where we can give alignment to our entries in Excel. We can also merge our columns as well, or rows. Then this is the insert ribbon. We can insert pivot table. We are going to discuss that further in our classes. And we also have where we can insert some pivot charts, tables as well. Yeah, and then this is another layout, another so also this is our formula ribbons. We have VLOOKUP, we have logical formulas. So these are some formulas that we have in Excel. We have sum, we have the average, we have the count numbers, getting the maximum, minimum. So we are going to be going deeper into this later on in the classes. This is just to show you like the interface of what we have in Excel. So we have some functions as well. We have concatenate, if statements, replace, sum, count, VLOOKUP, and the likes, which we are going to be discussing as we go further in the class. So these are also some kind of logical statements as well. We have and force. These are used with some functions. So before we go further into the class, I'm going to be showing us how to, like, this is a table in Excel now. So let's say, for example, this data is not how I say it's not looking so well presented, for example. So we are going to be using some basic formula or functions to work on this as well. So for example, if you want to insert let's say we want to insert, we want to get the sum total of this total sales. Typing equal to then sum. So you can see when you type sum, it brings out like a lot of related formulas for you, but we are going to be working on sum tonight. So you click on it. So there are different ways to use the formula sum, but let's start with this. So we can just click on this first one. Use your Control Shift, then your down arrow to select all of this. Then close the brackets. So this is another way to use sum. Then we also have another way to use sum as well. For example, you can start typing, oh, that's like a long journey, but it's just to understand the basics. For example, this E2 is this colon this colon name is called E2. E2 is this colon name. Then we can use this then select this. This is like a long format, but it's just to understand how to use sum. So this is another way to use sum. So you can see it still gave us the same total, even though the way we did it is quite different. So this is another way to use sum as well. And then we can also get you can use multiplication as well. So we have let's say we want to multiply C1 C2 by D2 as well. We can use that. So this is another basic way of getting our multiplication on Excel. So I'm going to be sharing this this data so that we can use it to practice and come up with questions in our next class, because we are going to be going more deep into Excel, so we can just play around it and have your questions ready for us in the next class. So we can also apply filter as well to this Excel, to this data. So filter column is here. So to apply filter, we can just highlight all of this, then go to our data view. We have what we call filter. This is it. You just click on it after highlighting all of the columns and rows in our data sets. Let's say, for example, under this region, we just want to check after applying the filter. These are ways we can use filter as well. Let's say we want to get values for north region only. So we are going to come to this arrow, this drop down arrow, click on it, select all, then we are picking just north because we want to see the value for just north. So we can see these are ways we can use filter as well. It just make your navigation on your data set quite easy rather than just scrolling all the way down. So you can just apply filter, and you can unfilter as well. So we can unfilter. So to remove the filter option, we can also just highlight all, then click. So the filter is gone as well. So these are ways we can use filter ribbons on Excel on our data sets. So we can also sort as well. Let's say we want to sort by quantity. So we want to sort by quantity. Is someone saying something? I thought somebody's saying anything.
Can you please quickly take the filter again? How you selected nodes? I mean, how you generated filter for not only?
Okay, all right. Okay. So like I said, so we just highlight all of this, right? We'll highlight your data, or you might not even need to highlight. You can just put your cursor on any of these columns here, then come to this data ribbon. For example, let's assume that you are under this home and you want to work on filter. So while your cursor is here, so you click on your data ribbon. So under data ribbon, we have filter here. So we insert filter, we can see. Immediately I did that, we can see that it's added like this drop down arrow by each of the headers sides. So now we want to, after applying the filter, we'll then click on this drop down arrow by the side of this region. you can see, I've just clicked on it now. So we are going to unselect all. Everything was selected before. So we just want to see for North region only. So we have to unselect all. Click on North. We are just selecting only North because we want to see only North. Then click on OK. So we can see this is all the data for North region. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I understand. Though I was not seeing the option you click, like the drop
Okay.
down of region,
Drop down.
select all. I was not seeing it, but I can understand by your explanation.
All right.
I'll try it on my system.
Okay. Anyone else? Any question? Do you understand this part before moving forward? Because no one is talking. No. What's going on? Are we tired?
I understand.
I have a question.
Yes, please go on.
So if you want to, because you said this is a table. So if you want to select for, let's say, one column or two, how do you select without it affecting the rest of the columns?
You want to select for
Like if you want to filter, you want to put filter on yours, a column or two columns, how do you apply that without it affecting the rest of the columns?
okay. All right. Let me show you that. So I'm going to select all of this, then remove the filter so that I can work on that. So I already removed the filter on all of the headers now. So for example, let's say we just want to see product and quantity. We don't want to see the region, we don't want to see unit price, and we don't also want to see total sales. So we're going to highlight this. We're going to highlight product and quantity. Then we'll come to data. So for filter, it works for all of your headers. That's how filter works actually.
Can you please share us the table, I mean the Excel sheet, so that you can work?
Yes, I'll do that. Please give me a few minutes. My Excel is set up.
All right, so the Excel sheet will be shared with you. And one of the things you can do to help yourself is, as soon as you get it, either this data or even any other one that you have around you that you can get the data and practice everything we have mentioned. Go through the ribbon and check the things that have been mentioned, even the ones that are not mentioned. See how easy it is for you to actually get what is happening there. All right.
Apologize, you know I was muted. Please, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So for the person that asked the question, if you don't want to see the region, so let me undo what I did so you can see. So I said if, for example, let's say we just want to see data for product and quantity. So we are highlighting for products and quantity. Then we click on filter. Let's say, for example, we just want to see values for just laptops under product category. So we are going to unselect all, selecting only laptop. So we can see it's only giving us values for this only. So that's how filter works as well. I'm just going to quickly go through sorting as well now before we move to the end of the class. Okay. So for sorting, let's say we want to sort by quantity. We want to start from the lowest to the highest. So we're going to make use of filter as well. Or we can sort. I highlighted all of the data, then click on this sorting here. This sorting ribbon here. I clicked on it. So under this sort by, we click on the drop down arrow. We want to sort by quantity. You can see by the order, it already gave us smallest to largest. For example, let's say we don't want smallest to largest, we want largest to smallest. So we can just click on this drop down arrow, select largest to smallest, then click on OK. So we can see it's sorted from the largest to the smallest.
The smallest to largest, or the other way? Are we applying it to quantity, to price, or to?
So let me explain how sorting works. Sorting, let's say it's just like a key or a reference key for you to arrange your data.
Because
Yeah. What did you say?
Because let everything, I mean,
Yes.
every column. So how do we know, or how do we give instruction to particular, let's say, quantity, or we want to arrange a descending or ascending order? Is it quantity? Is it price? Is it total sales? Because we selected everything. So how do we know which of the columns the instruction we affect?
Okay, so it's going to affect all of the columns because that's how Excel works. but we are using quantity as the primary key to arrange our table. So that's how sorting works. It doesn't just work for one column. We are using quantity as a primary key to arrange all of these columns, all of this data set here. So we want to see the region that has the highest quantity now with the product that has the highest quantity. So that's how sorting works. We want to sort this particular data set by quantity based on how the quantity are high. For example, I don't need to highlight all of this to sort. I can just come on this column because I want to sort with quantity only. Then click on sorting. You see, even though I clicked on this quantity here, I only click on this quantity header because I want to work on quantity. Then I click on sort. You can see after clicking on sort, the system still highlighted all of the table for me. So that's how sorting works. It doesn't just work on one column. It works on the whole table while you use a particular column as your reference. So like I said earlier, for example, let's use another primary key. I want to sort by unit price now. I don't want to sort by quantity anymore. I'll just come here, select unit price. And if you just want to select by, you can also use anyone you're sorting. If you want to sort by, let's say we want the highest to show green, then the lowest to show like red. We can also edit it from this cell value as well. So we can do that as well. Or let's go to order. We want to order from, that's the unit price, from the smallest unit price to the largest. So this is how it works. So you can see the smallest unit price in this data is 300. Then the highest is 850. So it's sorted from the lowest to the highest. So that's how sorting works as well. So let's try to get familiar with filter and sorting because we'll be using a lot of this as we go on in the class, because sorting and filtering is very, very important in data analysis using Excel. So these are the key points that we need to take notes before we go deeper into the practical class. So this is where I'm going to stop for now. Any question, any suggestion, any contribution, please let me know. Please, do we all understand what everything I spoke about?
Yes, we do understand.
Okay, all right. So our next class.
I have
Okay,
a
go on.
question.
Go on.
So when you sorted the data under unit price,
Yes.
the other data in quantity and total sales,
Yes, they will be rearranged as well. Yes.
but is showing is not arranged here now. Sure, you sorted from the lowest to the highest.
Yes, we are, like I said earlier, we are sorting based on unit price. We want the unit price to be like a primary key to sort our table. You understand? So yes, like the way I did quantity now, it's used quantity, that's the highest quantity, downwards to the lowest quantity to rearrange our data. So the arrangement changed when I use the quantity. So that's how sorting works.
All right.
It doesn't, yes. So it doesn't just say, if you say you want to sort for unit price, it will sort for total sales and say from lowest to the highest for total sales. Or for quantity, you can see the value for quantity is scattered, is not from lowest to the highest like I did for unit price, because I did not use quantity as the primary key for sorting. So that's how sorting works.
So can we sort for the three columns? For example, the quantity, unit price, and total sales at once.
No, you have to sort one after the other.
All right,
That's
all
how it
right.
works.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, so if there's no other question, I'm going to be dropping this.
I want to ask, you mentioned about color, like you can color codes,
Yes, you can do
colors,
that.
but
Yes.
I didn't
So that
get to see the color changing here from my hand.
okay, let me show you that before we go ahead. But that will be shown over it in the next class. But let me just show you how that works. So we are sorting by unit price now. So the color code is under conditional formatting. So that will be shown in the next class as well. So I'm a little bit out of time now. So next class will be going deeper into conditional formatting. That's the color code that you asked for. But for now, we are going to stop here. Our time is fast spent. So thank you everyone for this class. I'm going to hand over to our first anchor.
Thank you, ma.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a great session. Okay. I want to believe you are learning something here. Please give me a reaction, give me a text, something to show that you're learning something here. Oh, great, great. So what I want you to do to make sure what you have learned here does not just leave you here and that it lives with you is to, as little time as you can get, when you get home, when you get time to relax, carry that system, carry that laptop, anyone you use, open your Excel, try out some of these things. And once you do, you can even find a more creative way of addressing the same problem just by you practicing. So I want us all to take this seriously and practice and engage in it. In fact, by the time you come in on Wednesday, you should be coming with even more questions like, I tried this and this is what I'm getting. I tried this, it didn't work like this, but it worked like this. Those are the things that show that you're actually a part of this class and you're not here to actually waste time, but to engage your time and resources to advance your career and your own skill, right? So it's been a great time. Thank you all for coming. And again, I will say, everyone here, I dropped our LinkedIn link in the group chat already. Make sure you follow the link, follow us, write a post about this. If you are learning anything, write a post about today. It's the first day, whatever it is you're learning, how much sense it's making to you. Make a post on LinkedIn, tag Smart Edge Consulting Analytics, and we'll be there to make comments, and make sure others who are interested can also see this. But most importantly, this is why I want you to write these things, to make posts about it. It's because with the world we live in, when you apply for job, either an upgrade or a new career pivot entirely, people check your profile outside of your CV. People check your profile to know if the story you tell is consistent with the life that you are living. And that's why they will check how much of growth you said you have achieved. And if you say you're now a data analyst or a data professional, but you don't have anything showing us that you started the journey some time ago, you don't have a story showing us that you have a certificate or something to back it up that you've actually gone through some training, then your story will not match up. And if it doesn't match, then your chances of getting the opportunity reduces. That's why I want you all, your LinkedIn, make a post tonight, tomorrow morning, tag Smart Tech Consultant Analytics. We're going to reply, we're going to like, we're going to make comments to make sure that your next partner, your next potential employer, or the next person you are doing business with also see that you're actually a part of a journey. And that way, by the time your background is checked to see if you are consistent with what you have said, they will find it worthy and they will find how your journey has been. And remember, one of the power of a data analyst is storytelling. All of these things you are doing, they are going to be part of your story. For those of you in Nigeria, you remember how Jonathan told us he didn't have shoes to wear to school. And all of those stories were reasons he became president. And you too, you never can tell which part of your story will sponsor the next opportunity you're looking for. So take your LinkedIn serious, post there today, tomorrow. We'll make comments, and then we'll go again throughout this session and we'll be in this together. So for those of you who have not made your payments, do well to do so. Because after now, the link will not be dropped on the main group again. It will be dropped where everyone who made payments are. And all of them also will be added to Google Classroom. And that's where you get all necessary information, where you will submit your assignment, where you will get assignment outside of class. And that way we practice and discuss together. In that classroom, you can raise any question there anytime. You can say anything there anytime, and somebody will be there to respond to you, right? Okay, if you have also paid also and you have not been added, send a message and what is necessary will be done, and together we can be on the same page. All right. Is there any other thing from anyone before we end this class today?
Hello, sir. Sir, I want to say, is there like a little note for summary of what we said today? Because like there are some places that we are unable to get. Like me, from my side, I'm unable to get it to the fact that it was too fast and I could not write or jot some things. So is there like a note or something?
Yes, well, there will be a note. How inclusive of everything that was said is what I really cannot guarantee, because some of those examples came as the work was going on, right? But one thing that you are safe with is you're going to have access to watch this class again. Does that help in any way? Elizabeth, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Yes, it's true. It's true. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So link will be shared, so you can follow it up. You can watch it as many times as possible until you get what you need to get. But also some materials will be dropped also to help you see what we are dealing with or what we are doing.
Okay, sir.
All right. Any other person saying something? Okay. If no one is saying anything, I'll say thank you for coming. I'll see you on Wednesday, 6 p.m. And before then, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the group. Any comment, anything at all that's on your mind regarding this, please put it out there We will see it, we'll make comment and make adjustments where necessary. All right, guys. See you on Wednesday.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.